So my burning question the last week has been, did the Vikings lay down against the Packers at Lambeau Field? And was this an example of the Summer of George strategy
I proclaim this the Summer of George
that they've employed in prior years with Mike Zimmer?
I proclaim this the Summer of George.
Was this the mother of all Summer of George performances against Green Bay? We saw this on Christmas Day 2020. A 6-9 Vikings team went into the Superdome to play the Saints. The mother of all Summer of George defense. And got absolutely destroyed. Gave up 583 yards to the Saints. After the Saints beat the Vikings that game, everybody thought the Saints were like the hottest team in the league. People like me were like, no, the Vikings just laid down. And that was going to make the Saints overconfident and they were going to fall apart in the playoffs. And they did. Look at the curves on this glass.
Boy, look at the curves on that glass.
2021, last year, the second to last game of the year, the Vikings went into Lambeau Field to face the Packers. And Kirk Cousins got COVID right before that game from a vaccinated teammate. Oh, they don't want you to talk about that part. Mother of all Summer of George performance, laid down. Packers steamrolled the Vikings. Everybody thought, oh, the Packers are clearly the best team in the league because of how they dominated a Vikings team that just laid down. Packers lose in the first round of the playoffs when...
Quick snap. Rodgers going to air it out. Looking for Adams. And incomplete to bring up fourth down.
I believe they put up 0 touchdowns in the last, 55 minutes of the game. So now, question is, Vikings lose at Lambeau to the Packers this year, get blown out. Was this a Summer of George performance? Well, number one, what defines a mother of all Summer of George performance? Okay, typically you have to be playing a team that is better than you, or at least a good team, right? So the question is, are this year's Packers at 8-8 or 7-8 at the time of the game, are they truly a good team? I've gone to this website that has the list of the greatest NFL teams of all time. And per this list, it has the 2022 Green Bay Packers listed first. And tied for number 2 is everybody else in the history of the NFL. So it's true. Clearly, the media and everybody has practically anointed these Packers as the team that's going to make a run to a Super Bowl. So yes, they meet that standard of being a truly great team with their 8-8 record. But the Vikings also have to have nothing really to play for this to be a mother of all Summer of George performance. Unfortunately, the Vikings had something to play for. They had home field advantage to play for. So no, this is not a mother of all Summer of George performances. The Vikings did not lay down against the Packers. The Vikings just sucked. Coaching sucked. Kirk Cousins sucked. Players not wearing the right cleats sucked. Mentally, the players sucked. Special teams sucked. Late in the game, the defense sucked. So that's what it was. It was more a Laquan Treadwell memorial performance. He sucks. I mean, he just sucks. He just sucks. Now, will the Packers still experience the Summer of George effect? Even though the Vikings technically didn't, it doesn't fall into that category of mother of all Summer of George performances. Possibly. But honestly, if the Packers do lose, either against the Lions or against whoever they might play in the playoffs, it might not be because there's a Summer of George effect that has caused them to be overconfident, caused them to atrophy, caused them to just not put forth the effort they would normally need to give. The reason the Packers might lose is maybe, just maybe, they're not that good.
Feel that. Boy, he's really not getting any, is he?